So before I move forward, last week we have seen how what's servers management way. So before I proceed with anything, so I just want to show you the configuration of this one,
Okay.
because last time I showed you the configuration. The only thing I did not show you that how did I apply on the interfaces. So once again we will go through that one before we proceed. Alright, so let's go to our edge router now. This is what. So everything is up. Let me check the other ones. Then fine. Okay, so now if I say that show run section flow record. Okay, so this is the record that how did I created my record. So I did match the traffic saying that I created a name, I given a name. Within that name, I have matched a different type of traffic. These are the different traffic which I defined. The next thing what I did was I defined my exporter. I said to my exporter saying that where is the exporter located and on what interface it is located. So basically, I'm saying to my router that if you want to reach to my flow collector, so you need to communicate on interface gigabyte 1 on port number 2055 because that's the port number which my netflow collector will be accepting that traffic. And another thing was I have defined the monitor. So basically, monitor is like monitoring things from the, it's getting the output from the floor, from the record. It's taking the details from the records. It's sending the records to the flow collector. It has an information that what type of traffic it should be collecting and what to whom it should be sending. So we do have all the information in the monitor, but I did not say you that way to apply that one. If I say run show run the page gig, what is the gigabyte 2 here, and you see that
Yes.
I applied output. So let me go to my topology on gigabyte 2 is here, sorry. So it should be gigabyte 3. Let me come back to that one. So gigabyte 3. So let me look on the gigabyte 3 and you see that I have applied for the input. Now this is very important way do you apply for your interfaces because as I said that whenever my inside interfaces are coming up, right? So these are my inside interfaces. Whenever the traffic is coming in on this interface, I will be applying for input because I am very much interested about these PCs now because this is my inside network and I don't want this network to be compromised. And the next thing was if they are sending the traffic on this interface, I am able to catch the traffic because it doesn't matter where the traffic is visiting. Is visiting to the management, is visiting to the internet, or it is visiting to the my DMZ servers or servers category or DMZ server, whatever. It doesn't matter because I applied at the entry point for this one, so I do not have any problem. But I do have a problem with this one, and I do have a problem with this one. What if the traffic goes in here? Someone is trying to communicate with this server from the management. I want to know that one. And also I want to know that whenever someone is trying to communicate with the internet from the management or my servers are trying to communicate with the internet, I want to know that details. So that's why what I have to do is that I need to apply that monitor
You
on
can
these
do that on the
PCs
interface. Yeah.
and
On
this
the
internet. Now the only difference
um,
will be here is that since the traffic flow is from this side to this side, so I will be saying that output. If
mhm.
I am applying here, it would have been input.
I thought you have an output command apply on that interface already.
Now I did apply over here as an output.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. So it's going to capture the management traffic as well.
yeah. Because if management is trying to communicate with the servers, I should be saying output because I don't want to, what do we say, capture all the traffic over here itself. But if the same network is trying to communicate with the internet, again I have applied here as output. So in
Mm-hmm.
this way, I'm not monitoring at all. So if these servers are trying to communicate with this management PC, that's where I'm not capturing the traffic. If you need to
Mm-hmm.
capture the traffic, you can go ahead and capture the traffic. For according to my lab, I don't need that one. So that's why I'm not capturing. But I'm only
I
trying to
mean,
make sure.
since that router is
Yep.
at the center of everything,
Yes.
you can just monitor output on all the four interfaces, and we will capture all the traffic.
Yeah, you can capture all interfaces, but again, the CPU usage will be high if you capture everything.
Mm.
You have to be careful in selecting those interfaces. So that's the reason I'm not collecting each and everything. So these PCs will be communicating at every time, most of the time. It will be in a continuous communication, either with the management, either with the servers, or either with the internet. So that's why I am capturing the traffic over here. And with the management, only the management will be communicated if they want to. For example, we are doing any authentication, then only it will be communicating with the management. Or for example, if the management PC is trying to set up some configuration on my server, then only they are going to communicate. Apart from that, it's stable. The connection is stable, right? They don't frequently do not communicate. But the only network that will be frequently communicating is my inside network. That is where my employees are. So that's the reason you have to be very careful while selecting the interface. But it's very easy to apply for the interfaces. That is, if you say that interface gigabyte 3, this is my gigabyte 3 over here, and I just said that IP flow monitor, what is the name of the monitor, and input or output. That's it. You can apply these settings at any interfaces according to the flow of traffic. What flow of traffic you want to capture, accordingly you have to select input or output. For my gigabyte 3 is capturing the input, gigabyte 2 will be capturing the output, and also gigabyte 3, sorry, gigabyte 2, 1, 2, 3, and gigabyte 4 will be capturing the output. So in this way, I'm not putting burden on my router now, because these two interfaces are output. That means if only any traffic is communicating with the internet, then only it will capture, or any traffic which is communicating with the server farm, then only the traffic will be captured. All right. So that's your
Yes.
configuration. That's how you will be applying on the interfaces. Gigabyte 4, and you see that IP. All right. So I'm applying that 4.10, 4.20. So let me go ahead and type in 0.20, and you see that I'm applying for output, and 4.30 I'm applying for output, because those are the two different subnets where my interfaces have been servers are present over there. So that's what your router configuration and how you capture the traffic, how you define the traffic in your router.
Okay.